the University program. Hello, welcome everyone to the Essence of Tea podcast. So welcome everyone wherever you are watching from, whether you are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and go ahead and join me if you can. Let's see here. This is my first time doing this with inviting a guest on. So if you're watching on Instagram right now, say hello to Ashley. Hopefully she's going to join in a little bit. And if you're watching on Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, we welcome you. So thank you everyone who is joining right now. And we're just waiting for Ashley. Hopefully her connection will work in just a second for Instagram. But if it doesn't work, that's okay. This is our first time doing it in all these places at the same time. I know that, Ashley, you should be able to hear me, right?
Yes.
So are you able to join yet from on Instagram?
It's saying that my request won't work.
Oh, no.
I had it and then I lost it and...
Oh, I wonder if I could do it again. I wonder if I can cancel. Sorry, everyone. We're totally new to this. And I'm going to try to invite Ashley again. I've never, ever done this in my life. Hello,
Okay,
Made for Mama
no.
Shop. Oh, there she is. Oh, hold on a second. I think I got to put in earbuds. Of course, I am not versed in this at all, so bear with us. Is there a back feed, Ashley, anywhere?
No, I just hear you on both my computer and my phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Yeah. I'm going to turn down this. Well, how about that? How's that going?
I still hear both, but I definitely hear it louder in my headphones. So.
Okay. Hold on a second. So I should have plugged this in. My husband, who's the tech guy, he's not here. So he'd be like, oh my gosh, Jenny, what are you doing? Why didn't you plug it in? Okay, how is that? Is that any better?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, awesome. All right. So welcome everyone to the Essence of Tea podcast. I'm your host, Jenny J, the owner and founder of Sipping Streams Tea Company. And today I have a special guest with us who is part of our university program. And this is Ashley. So Ashley, tell us and those of you who don't know you a little bit about yourself and what you're interested in and how you got into tea and all that.
So hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a senior studying nutrition and dietetics at New York University, and I am a tea lover. I started drinking tea probably back in middle school or high school, and just with simple, basic, grocery store tea bags. And then as I got older, I started exploring more flavors and more types of tea, better quality teas, and I joined the university program this summer, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and tell everyone, especially those of you on Instagram who are on Instagram, about what you're doing. So right now it's January and it's actually National Hot Tea Month, which I thought was really awesome because we have a lot of followers and members in our university program that have their own kind of like virtual blogs, even on Instagram, and they do challenges and support each other. So Ashley, sorry, my little dog's barking a little bit, but could you explain to everyone what you're doing for National Hot Tea Month and what your focus is, why you're doing it? Just share with us about that so we can join you, support you, or even do it ourselves and be encouraged.
Yeah, so I have a tea blog called Tea and Things, and I recently started a series on it where I combine my nutrition knowledge with my love of tea. I called it Dietitian because I love a good play on words. And I knew I wanted to do a blog post about detox teas and how they can actually be harmful to you, particularly ones from like those trendy brands that you see on Instagram. And I wanted to save it for January because with the new year and lots of people are making resolutions to get healthier, oftentimes to lose weight, and they fall into the trap of these marketing campaigns for these detox teas. But as I was writing the blog post, I didn't want to leave people with nothing to just say, don't do this. So I started brainstorming other healthy habits and then ways that tea could go along with that. I've seen, like you said, a lot of challenges, like sit down challenges and themed calendars on Instagram. I participated in a bunch and they were a lot of fun. And I thought this could be a fun way to get people to start thinking about health with tea, but without going down any dangerous paths or anything like that.
Yeah, and we know, as like for me as a former medical professional and you who are interested in going into that field, there's a lot of myths that are out there, or a lot of misunderstandings, like where people take a little bit of information and then it goes, into a million different things that are said, rumors spread. And for me, my personal tea journey was when I was an athletic training student and I had to do reports out of different peer-reviewed publications. I would happen to come across case studies and research on tea, and I would tell my friends what those particular studies said. Not what it does in general. We can't claim that, but what it was in that specific study. So for you, what are some things that you are really challenging and encouraging people to do? What are some things on your calendar that that calendar that you made?
So I think today is to drink like a bedtime tea or something to get you ready for bed, to try to focus on sleep, because I think that's one of the most neglected parts of your health on there. Last week was all about hydration. So things like drinking an herbal tea, drinking something hydrating. Next week is about tea and fitness. So I have things like go for a walk or try out yoga. One thing for next week that I'm really excited to share with people is it says like exercise while your tea steeps. And this was something inspired by my most recent internship with a company called Be Well with Beth. I'll just give her a little shout out. But she really introduced me to the concept of intermittent exercise, where her most common example is like if you're microwaving something for those 1 to 3 minutes, do counter push-ups or squats or something in your kitchen. And I was just thinking like, tea usually steeps for about 5 minutes. That's a great time to get a little, you're not going to break out a huge sweat, but just a little some movement to get in. So I'm really excited about that one. And then I also have things like drink a breakfast tea and actually eat breakfast, or have tea and snack time. Just all sorts of things to get people thinking about different aspects of health, but related to tea.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is like the culture of tea. It's in like all over the world. It's not just an American thing. It's not just a British thing. This time of taking time for oneself has been around for thousands of years, for hundreds of generations. And so what's really important about it is that it's beyond also what you're drinking. So like your whole month, the January National Hot Tea Month, you're not like drink tea for this, drink tea for that, like do. It's like, okay, step back and look at it holistically on how you're taking care of yourself for your own self-care, essentially, right?
Absolutely.
And it's so powerful beyond the cup or what those ingredients or herbs are. Now, it is important to drink things that are safe and in combination of things, because we know a lot of people try to, it's like throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping something sticks. But when you mix it all in your cup, some different herbs, they do not do very well, like certain medicinal medications. And like from me, I'm Chinese, so like Chinese medicine, like all those different herbs, they might react in a different way, depending on also the person, the individual, their body type, their diet, what they're taking in combination. Just like we know people who can't have grapefruit juice because it messes up their medication. Well, grapefruits are natural and high in vitamin C. I didn't think it was a big deal that I gave you a cup of grapefruit juice, So like when I mentioned that, I think I had like some sparkling water that had grapefruit juice in it. My dad was like, "What? No, I can't drink that at all." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know you're on meds that would mess up anything with grapefruit juice," but I knew, and when I drink sparkling water, I pick the kind that actually has real juice in it, because you never know like what those chemicals are for those flavoring agents. So yeah. So what are your hopes and aspirations for everyone in this new year and with this month of trying to really focus on ourselves and the small nuances in our everyday life? Essentially, that's what you're doing, is like applying this into everyday habits that become natural. So what are your hopes and aspirations for this year?
Yeah, that's a great question. Exactly what you said at the end. Would love for people to take something that they love, even if it's just one thing from the whole month. If you loved doing it that one day, try to do it every day. And eventually it will become a habit. And, just take a few minutes out of your day to take care of yourself. I know we're all so busy as, college students or parents or whoever, and we kind of put ourselves on the back burner. But if you can just take a few minutes every day to, pay attention to your health, whether it's your physical health, your mental health, or both, since they are so connected. And just that way you can then do all those other things that you have to do to the best of your ability and
Awesome.
feel great while doing them.
Yeah, of course. Feeling great. And I do have a special giveaway. So Ashley, I didn't tell you about this. So I did tell you a little bit before we hopped on live that like we made a special bundle of our best sellers, which they're all natural. The only one that I'm kind of like, is not as good for you is our sweet matcha. And that's because it has real cane sugar in it, which if you're diabetic, you probably shouldn't have. But people, like our best sellers for this year were our sweet matcha, our 1,000-mile tea for high energy, and also for roasted yerba mate. So these three, I kind of made, it was called, I just named it today, the Fresh Energy Pack. So for those of you who've got a lot of things to do, you want to start off this year with a bang, good production, good motivation, clean energy, essentially, for the most part. Like I said, unfortunately, this one has sugar in it, but it is like our best seller. I put a pack together with our best-selling tea accessory, which is our tea stick. I don't know if you've seen these before, but you just scoop up your tea and you close them, and they're all stainless steel with no hinges, so it doesn't rust or anything. But yeah, you just slide it, scoop it, and close it, and make your tea in it. Of course, matcha, it is a powder, so you won't need that. You'll just need to like mix it up really well. So we have these bundle packages now on our website at Sipping Streams, but I want us to give this away to one of our viewers. And I think you can see all the people on Instagram right now because we had the most comments on Instagram. So Ashley, I want you to pick somebody. I don't know if you can scroll with your finger and pick somebody on there for a winner for this $50 package, which will ship to you wherever you are in the world for free. So since we've had the most engagement on Instagram today, can you see the names?
Yeah, I think I'll just close my eyes and pick and scroll because my mom is also on here. Hi, Mom.
Oh, okay.
I landed on Chicado TW on Instagram. They gave us a little thumbs up.
Is it Chicado? You gave us a thumbs up, an emoji for watching our episode of the Essence of Tea podcast. So we're going to hopefully click on your name and find you. Like, okay, maybe I got to write it down so I can find you later. And DM.tw. I wonder if they're in Taiwan. I wonder if they're a tea fan from Taiwan or if they like Taiwanese tea. Sometimes you see TW as abbreviation for Taiwan. So congratulations. Thank you so much, everyone who was watching us. And yeah, we really encourage you to live a well-balanced, healthy life. Little hints and tricks that Ashley's giving this month. Ashley, could you mention again your blog or your Instagram handle so people can find it?
Yeah, the website is Ashley T End Things, like end spelled out AND, and then the Instagram is Ashley T N Things with just the letter N. And you can also find me on Facebook there. It kind of just automatically posts from my Instagram, but if you use Facebook, you can like my page too.
Yeah. So anyways, I just thought this would be a fun thing to do to, start off the year with. We have a lot of things this month all about health and wellness, eating healthy, clean living. But how can we really do that in small itty bitty ways without saying no to this, no to that? Like, all the negative stuff, like eat clean, detox your body. Well, if you're living healthy, you're gonna get those toxins out. If you stay hydrated, you're gonna get, that cleansing going on. So anyways, I just thank you so much, Ashley, for popping in here and joining us. And we hope if you liked this podcast, the Essence of Tea podcast, that you will subscribe to us wherever you find podcasts. And if you choose to be a university member, you could go to sippingstreams.com, check that out, learn about our tea certification program, and meet other amazing members just like Ashley. So thank you, Ashley, so much for joining us. And we hope to see you all next time. Thank you. And just one more thing, if you enjoy learning about tea and want to take it to the next level, consider joining the University program. It's a 12-month tea certification program with weekly live trainings, special guests, expert seminars, and a portal of hundreds of videos on tea. Go to bit.ly/universa-tea or sippingstreams